very front of our memorandum of understanding about how we're going to continue to work together over the next several years. The first is that this effort, and this is the very first, and it's because these aren't in random order necessarily, this is the most important thing. This effort is family-driven and youth-guided, right? When was the last time that you heard a state agency say, hey, we're going to be family-driven and youth-guided? That's all of you, and that's what we've committed to. We're going to be home and community-based. That means that we're going to focus on keeping families together, keeping kids in their communities, in their schools, in their churches, and that's going to be an important goal in this group. We're going to be strengths-based and individualized, right? We're not going to be looking for your problems and trying to fix your problems. We're going to be building on your strengths, and I think that's something that all of us believe in. We're going to be culturally and linguistically competent, if I can get that out. And that's important in a state as diverse as South Carolina. It recognizes that each individual, we want to be able to provide services that meet their needs. We're going to be coordinated across systems and services. So we're going to work together. We're going to eliminate those barriers that exist when you have to move agency to agency. There should be no wrong door when parents are trying to access services for their children. We're going to connect to natural helping networks. Because to be honest, with all the money in the world that we have, unless we're bringing in the natural supports that families and children have, such as their pastors, their teachers, their coaches, and other people that are important parts of that family's and child's life, we'll never be able to get done what we need. We're going to be data-driven and outcome-oriented. That means you should hold us to actual numbers. You should want to know how many children are you serving this year, how many children do you plan to serve next year, what types of services are you providing, are kids getting better? And we shouldn't just say, well, that's really hard to measure, we're not quite sure. We can measure those things, and you should demand from us that we do that and that we report it to you. And finally, we're going to be trauma-informed, and I mentioned the great work that came out of DJJ in terms of recognizing that many of the struggles that children face is because of trauma in their life, and that if, as professionals, we don't understand that and aren't able to recognize it, we're not going to be able to make much progress helping people out. So those are our core values, and I wanted to make sure that we were clear about those and that you hold them to it. And we got a lot of work to do. We're in the middle